Well, hop aboard the Oreo Express, where truth don't hide and we don't second guess. Unapologetic, we're bold and we're loud, shining light on the left shady crowd. Oreo Express, rolling down the track, exposing the lies, ain't no turning back. Conservative fire, we're speaking the truth. At Oreo Express, this one's for you. So grab your boots, let's take a stand for freedom, faith, and the heart of its land. Oreo Express, let's roll, let's go. So grab your boots, let's take a stand for freedom, faith, and the heart of this land. Oreo Express.
Celebrate our newest launch, Rev 7. I'm bringing you an amazing introductory offer, plus an exclusive overstock sale that you're not going to want to miss. Rev 7 is our premium energy drink that tastes great and gives you energy all day with no jitters and no crashes. That's because there's no sugar and no caffeine. I'm so sure you're going to love Rev 7 that for a limited time you can try our 3-pack absolutely free. Or check out our Percale bed sheets. I can't believe I'm even going to say this. Every color, every style, every size, only $29.88. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save 20% on our Rev 7 12-packs or try our introductory 3-pack absolutely free. And our Percale bed sheets, all sizes, only $29.88, even the queens and kings. Inventory is extremely limited, so order now.
That's right, folks. Order now. Welcome back. Josh with the Oreo Express here. I hope you're having a fabulous Monday. We've made it again, guys. We've made it again. We're here for another exciting week of chaos. You got all these radical Democrats and Antifa, the arm of the Democrat Party. We're going to get into all that. All the things going on in Chicago, Portland, more violence, more assaults last night. We're going to talk about it all. Don't forget to go over to mypillow.com, guys. mypillow.com. Use promo code Oreo. Christmas is coming, guys. Get your stuff ready now. And if you use promo code Oreo, you get substantial savings and discounts. Want to thank everybody who helps us out by going over to MyPillow. Helps out an America Patriot Company with Mike Lindell, and it helps us out here. As I said, we got a lot to cover today, a weekend in review, all this stuff going on. Let me jump into the comments over here. Let's see. We got Sugar Bear says, hello, Josh, Trina. We got Hunter in the house, old Uncle Bill in the house, Dana Gates. Let's see who else. Let's see who's popping in. Melissa. Hello, Melissa. Deb V. Let's see. Texas Bigfoot. Smith and Wesson 9mm. What's up? Cade, Texas, probably rolling along. And old Uncle Bill just gifted 5 memberships over there on Rumble. So if you're in there, it looks like Dana, Cade, and Smith and Wesson all got a membership. Give a big thank you to old Uncle Bill. And let me see who's over here. We got Carol Burton. Hello, Carol. We got Cheris. Probably saying that wrong. Dashhound Grandma. Thank you for being over there and chit-chatting with us and hanging out. Again, if you guys been paying attention, we don't need no National Guard with all the violence going on, especially in Chicago this weekend. It was crazy. We're going to talk about that and a lot more. And thank you guys once again for tuning in. If I could ask you, hit that like button, share this out. You guys make it all happen. I sit here, you guys do the rest. How about that? Cade, mucho gracias, old Uncle Bill. You're always keeping me colored. We got our colored folks in the chat right there over there on Rumble. Let's see. We're going to start off with some crazy stuff as well. We're going to start off, but before we do, want to remind you all, we have a just a one-item raffle. We're going to be doing the raffle tomorrow. It's not a week long. It's not any of that. But if you want to get in, you see that Trump hat right there, brand new. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it, especially when it gets darker earlier. I could wear this out, and has all kind of different modes to it. You could do it when you talk. You can have it flash like a billboard, all kind of different stuff. So I know old Uncle Bill got in after our show on Saturday. We did a premium show on Saturday. Thank you for those of you who joined our premium show on Rumble. We appreciate you. But yeah, if you guys want to jump in, I seen this, and you know me, I had to get it. I had to get it. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Gonna be wearing it out this week in the evenings too. So if you guys want to get in, you guys know the way. Every $10 donation gets you one entry. If you do $30, that's 3 entries. You could do it at Venmo at Oreo Josh, Cash App $ Oreo Army, givesendgo.com/Oreo 2024. And as always, if you do Zelle and want to do a transfer, if you do mobile online banking, want to do a Zelle transfer, our Zelle address is on our website. Our website is theoreoexpress.com. And you can click the donate now button and the Zelle link will be in there. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's get into it. Trump tweeted about some stuff over the weekend and I looked into it. Virginia Democrat Attorney General nominee Jay Jones once fantasized about shooting House Speaker Todd Gilbert in the head and pissing on his grave. Kind of crazy. It says Jones was upset that Republicans were eulogizing recently deceased former state legislator Joe Johnson. I will go to their funerals and piss on their grave. Gilbert gets 2 bullets in the head. This is not me. This is his quotes. Only when people feel pain personally do they move on policy. Listen to this.
Hi, I'm Jay Jones, Democrat running for Attorney General of Virginia, and we're going to talk about public safety. As the son of prosecutors and the father of 2 young boys, I've always believed that keeping our communities safe is the most important responsibility of any Virginia leader. That's why, as a delegate, I increased public safety funding by more than 20%, ensuring that law enforcement and our first responders have the resources and training they need to succeed. I also sponsored bipartisan laws to strengthen penalties for sex offenders, keep kids safe in schools, and establish programs to stop gangs like MS-13 in their tracks. Then as an assistant attorney general, I took on the gun lobby and helped get illegal guns off of our streets. And this week, I'm releasing my public safety plan. As attorney general, I'll focus the office on stopping violent crime, supporting victims, and protecting our kids, not the MAGA extremism we're getting from Jason Miyares. Here's how we're going to do it. First, I'll combat violent crime by ensuring local law enforcement agencies can solve crimes and bring offenders to justice. We'll create a drug trafficking unit and work with our neighboring states to stop fentanyl trafficking. And we'll support community-based treatment and crisis response programs so people who need help get the treatment they need instead of ending up in jail. Next, I'll get illegal guns off of our streets by increasing interagency cooperation to target illegal guns.
Let's see this. Let's look at some of his text messages. Says they say nice things about everyone. Then it says right here, if those guys die before me, I will go to their funerals and piss on their grave. Send them out a washing something. 3 people, 2 bullets, Gilbert, Hitler, and Pol Pot. Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head. Spoiler, put Gilbert in the crew and the 2 worst people you know, and he receives both bullets every time. This person's saying, Jay, please stop. And he put, laugh out loud. Okay. It really bothers me when you talk about hurting people and wishing death on them. It's just crazy. I point blank asked you more than 3 times, and you dug in that you meant it. I honestly am questioning a lot today. I mean, do I think Todd and Jennifer are evil and that they're breeding little fascist? Yes. So this is getting out, and I'm going to show you some things over here. Getting out pretty good. Take a listen to this. This is kind of
I'm
funny.
quoting, Gilbert's wife could watch her own child die in her arms so that Gilbert might reconsider
Listen to
his political
how
views.
crazy this man is. This guy, Attorney General for Virginia, is what he's running for.
People always told me that your priorities come into focus when you become a parent. And my highest priority will always be the safety of our families.
You said, according to the article, I'm quoting, Gilbert's wife could watch her own child die in her arms so that Gilbert might reconsider his political views. I can think of nothing more horrific than a mother having to hold her dying child. How can Virginians trust a man who said something so horrific, so callously?
Well, again, I am so deeply, deeply sorry for what I said, and I wish that it hadn't happened, and I would take it back if I could.
People always told me that you're...
Well, now that you got caught, you probably want to take it back. That's how most of us are. I know you could probably ask those people that are spending life in prison for some store robbery after they shot and killed somebody, and they're like, oh, I'd take it back if I could. Now that I'm sitting here, now that I'm dealing with the consequences, now that I'm having to answer for my actions. Yeah. This was Trump's post on it. It says it has just come out that the radical left lunatic Jay Jones, who is running against Jason Miyares, the great attorney general in Virginia, made sick and demented jokes, if they were jokes at all, which were not funny, and that he wrote down and sent around to people concerning the murder of a Republican legislator, his wife, and their children, Abigail Spanberger, who is, it says, and children. Says Abigail Spanberger, who is running for governor, is weak and ineffective and refuses to acknowledge what this lunatic has done. Even Democrats are saying it is resignation from campaign territory. Democrat Jay Jones should drop out of the race immediately, and the people of Virginia must continue to have a great attorney general in Jason Miyares, who, by the way, has my complete and total endorsement. Kind of crazy. And then we have one more news article thing on this. Listen to this. This is the governor, Glenn Youngkin, the governor of Virginia. Take a listen. This is insane, man. I mean, this person is evil. I mean, I can promise you, you can go through my text messages, and I might say, I hope somebody knocks the you-know-what out of this guy. I might say, but these people just want death and murder on anybody they don't like. It's incredible.
Charlie Kirk assassinated, and so many folks celebrated in the far left. We've had two Democrats threaten to murder two of our delegates running for office in Virginia. And now Jay Jones comes out and says that he has 2 bullets for Todd Gilbert's head and wants to see his children die. I mean, this is unbelievable. And what's shocking also is that after calling for the normal apology, the Democrat candidates, Abigail Spanberger and the rest of them, were out campaigning this weekend like it was nothing. They have got to call for this guy to resign, step down, get out of this race in disgrace, because this is beyond disqualifying.
You would think so. You would think so. We know if a Republican just does anything, they're done. They're just done. Just absolutely insane. And I thought it's now coming from the left of the left, even saying maybe this person should step down. Watch this.
An attorney general candidate in Virginia is apologizing for his texts about a state lawmaker. We'll go through what the messages said.
Probably be forced to withdraw from the race, and probably is doing a lot there.
All right, Morning Joe will be right back.
Probably should withdraw from the race. Yep. Man, if you're running for office, polish yourself up a little. I know that certain people in certain parties think they're kind of invincible, but geez, just insane. So we're going to get into this more in the next show. We got a lot to talk about over the next. We got to the morning show, and then we got our afternoon show. Can't pack a whole weekend into one show, but I do want to bring this up because we are still in a government shutdown, a Schumer shutdown right now. And it's kind of interesting. Last week, they called out the facts that Chuck Schumer is just scared of AOC, scared about AOC taking that radical left part of the party, which is the loudest mouthpiece for Democrats. They're the code pinks of the world, the anti-anything Trump. And listen to what Tom Cotton said today, and then we'll get into what Speaker Mike Johnson said.
But Chuck Schumer decided to shut down the government in the Senate for two reasons. One, he's scared of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez running against him in his next reelection. And two, he's scared of his radical left wing, who is demanding that they shut down the government out of pure hatred and spite of Donald Trump. Republicans are not going to bow to these tactics. We've made clear from the beginning, there's nothing to negotiate. Chuck Schumer wrote and voted for this exact kind of bill 13 times when he ran the Senate the previous 4 years. So we expect Democrats to do the responsible thing, to reopen the government, to make sure that our troops and law enforcement officers are being paid, that parks are open, that young women and children get the money they need to support their nutritional needs, and then we can negotiate anything the Democrats want. But Chuck Schumer decided to shut down the government in the Senate for two reasons.
So there we have that right there, guys. That pretty much says everything you really need to know right now. And again, Democrats, we're going to see how long they double down for. Everything you're hearing from Democrats is a lie. It's the same thing you were hearing at the beginning. Remember, Donald Trump was going to take your Social Security and give it to Elon Musk. And then all these people from the 80 to 90 years old were out there in their walkers, all white folks out there just running along to the Tesla protest. And we laughed at it. We went to some in the most, quote, diverse neighborhoods in the world and said, why is everybody white here? They're doing the same thing. That's the only part of their base they have. It's the only thing they have is the lies. Scare tactics, scare porn. Oh, you're not going to have health insurance. You're not going to have this. They're getting the gulags ready, guys. Oh, nothing, because they have no policy or anything that America can stand behind. What are you going to stand behind? A man in your daughter's bathroom? Is that what you're going to support? An open border? Free health care for non-citizens? Is that what you're behind? Because that's all Democrats stand for. It's absolutely insane. How about this one?
Which the September funding issue never was. In his desperation, they decided to create the red herring. They decided to claim that this is all about health care, which the September funding issue never was. That's a December policy issue. He tried to create it as a September funding issue.
See, a December policy issue. They don't tell you this. This bill only funded the government for 7 weeks. This has nothing at all to do with health care. This has everything to do with TDS syndrome. It has everything to do with obstruction. It has everything to do with putting the American people last.
In his desperation, they hastily filed an outrageous counter proposal. It is a wild wish list of big government liberal nonsense that we can't do. Their priorities that they crammed into.
So as I said, I wanted to give you that update during this show because we're going to talk about that a little bit more today. And in our second show, and I just wanted to get you all blood pumping. I thought this was funny. We're going to get into Chicago, what the Chicago
feel about
mayor
the
is
ice raid,
saying,
about the
what,
ice raids.
the Chicago governor Pritzker is doing, and especially after this last weekend, guys. We're going to show you some videos, but first, let's get into Don Lemonhead. He's disappointed. He's out there. He always gets disappointed in his interviews because he wants to have somebody say, yeah, I agree with you, Don. I have Trump derangement syndrome too. Well, this one didn't. And listen to what this guy says. I love this. You'll love it too.
Feel about the ice raids.
The who?
Ice raids. Like immigration.
I feel good about them.
Yeah, you want them? You want them to crack down?
More, yes.
You do?
Yes, been waiting for years, all my life.
And what about them like roughing people up?
Nah, that shit crazy. Don't put your hands on nobody. That's crazy. Don't hurt nobody. Do it the legal way.
But that's what they're doing, though.
That shit ugly. Then no, I don't feel great about that. I mean, don't hurt nobody.
So now we're going to go through what really happens. It's ICE agents who are under assault, over 1,000% increase because of Democrat rhetoric. Your elected officials that are in the Democrat Party calling them Nazis, Gestapos, saying that they're out kidnapping people. Guess what? If you get picked up by ICE and you're here illegally, the only thing they're doing is getting you home safely where you belong.
But at the same time, get them out of here. Get them all out of here. Please and thank you. Trump 4 more years for that.
Did you
just for that? Just
Did
for
you
that.
vote for him?
No, hell no. I can't vote. I lost my voting rights when I was 22 years old. I apologize.
You went away?
Yeah, for assault and battery.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you said 4 more years for Trump?
Just because I want him to concentrate on nothing but immigration, getting them out of here. Just for that.
You don't think they contribute to?
I just love this. I just love this guy, man. Let's send him a MAGA hat. Man, if I had another one of these. By the way, Jan is in. It says, Darla Miller says, God always wins. And Jan Garner says, hey, I'm back. She back home, folks. She's going to be in the chat. She's going to be Oreo Army in it today, guys. Welcome back, Jan. Thank you. And both you guys are entered into the raffle for beautiful light up Trump hat, brand new. And I didn't even show you this, but it's got the American flag. It's got Trump on the back. It's got the 45-47, and it's just epic, guys. Take a look at that. You could do all kind of stuff on this thing. I love it. I tell you what, Christmas is coming up. You got somebody you want a Christmas gift that they're not going to get from somebody else. You're not going to find these everywhere. Join in our raffle. Every $10 donation gets you 1 entry. If you do 30, you get 3 entries. $50, you get 5 entries. You can do it at all our donation links and Rumble Rants. So thank you. So you got that guy who's all, man, he's like, I want Trump to be in here 4 more years. I couldn't disagree. I think J.D. Vance will do a good job, Mr. 48. So this weekend, if you guys weren't under a rock somewhere with your head in the sand, you've seen a lot of violence against federal officials. We had cars ramming ICE agents. We got a video of one of them. We had cars pile up and try to block ICE agents in from doing their job, obstructing. And even so much that the officers fired a shot from a radical leftist who was carrying a firearm. That person ended up in the hospital and now ends up in federal custody. We'll talk about all that. But with everything going on, what do you think Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson does? He's calling for a civil war. It's exactly what this is. Take a listen.
And today, we are signing an executive order aimed at reining in this out-of-control administration. The order establishes ICE-free zones. That means that city property and unwilling private businesses will no longer serve as staging grounds for these raids. And today, we are signing an executive order aimed at reining in this out-of-control
Oh man, and I love the triggered people in their basement in the chat. Keep it up, guys. Trump is your president. He is your daddy. And this is what we're getting from the Democrats. Check this out. Ice-free zones? Ice-free, can't do it. It's federal. Watch, wait and see. Again, when they say, we need a democracy here. Yes, federal law trumps everything. It is the supreme law of the land. These officers are doing jobs that Democrats put them in place for. You had Joe Biden as president. You had a House majority. You had a Senate majority. All going to the Democrats. What'd they do for these illegal aliens? They give them a pathway to citizenship? No. They wanted to use them as the pawns so they would have this during Trump's term. This is just absolutely epic that they're going to try to do this. This is going to go down really bad. It's unconstitutional. You wait and see. They keep saying, well, we're a democracy. Well, how's that democracy working out when, again, we don't follow the democratic process? We are a constitutional republic, by the way. And we're thankful for that because the true democracy is mob rules. These are the kind of things that are going on in ICE or in Chicago. I'm just going to show you some videos. This right here is a video of vehicles running red lights to stalk, harass, dox, and chase ICE agents down. Take a look at this. Look at those people hanging out. They're running red lights right now. They're going around the car that's stopped so they can chase ICE vehicles. Look at that, almost a wreck. Are you not seeing this? They are all scum of the earth. I want to deport them even if they're American citizens, especially. You know, there is legal and lawful ways. Like if you're a permanent resident or you got your green card, there is a way to revoke that and send you back to the country you love so much, that country where you fly their flag. Could you imagine if I went down to Mexico and I started chasing their federales? You guys would never see me again. I'd be thrown in a dumpster somewhere. I'm not saying that's what should happen, but there's a dumpster around. What else we got in Chicago? How about this? This is we need illegal alien-free zones, and that's what Trump is making this country. I want you guys to watch this. This is insane. This vehicle, this is not the one involved in the shooting. There's a lot of misinformation going around right now. A lot of misinformation. And this was an event. I want you to check this out. From the beginning, you're going to see one of the, I guess what you can call ICE protesters. And let me take this off right here. And they are ramming and putting ICE agents' life in danger, pushing them out. You got to watch this. We're going to watch it more than once, but take a look at this. That white vehicle is a federal law enforcement. The black vehicle is an ICE protester. Take a look. I want to turn off the music here. Look at, rams that vehicle, and then when the truck gets by, pushes them on. Watch this. This is crazy. Look at pushing him, spinning out the vehicle. And then when other officers arrive, they leave and go through a construction zone. Watch that black vehicle fly in the air. At this point, you need to shoot. You need to shoot. Look at this. I want to put that back at the beginning. Look at that. Boom. Hits that truck. These There's no reason for National Guard out there. There's a reason for bullets. I agree. No National Guard. Just start shooting these thugs. Look at that. That is insane. That's something you would see in a third world country. And those who support it, your days are numbered. And I said this was happening again. How many places did we go to? We went to all the craziness. We went to the battles where these commies were carried out on stretchers. We've been there, starting to see it in Portland right now. We might be in Portland later this week. It's so funny. The party of peace and tolerance. It's just insane. Just insane. And if you try to defend this, that's on you. I'm sure you are a miserable person that hates this country. I'm positive of it. I go out to the streets. I've probably interviewed more people that are in all these chats right now over the time. They are unhappy, miserable people. They don't want law and order. They don't want the Constitution. They don't believe all of a sudden that nobody's above the law. They said it for 4 years. And guess what? Donald Trump was convicted by the American people to have 4 more years in office running the helm, being in control of this country. And I get it. Some of you don't know what bathroom to use, so you're like, I don't like Trump. Well, that's too bad. Figure it out. Get help. Get help. There's more, though. How about this one? I understand that this person is now in custody. Again, and if you say it's lawless because of Trump, Trump's not out there. It's not MAGA people that are out there breaking the law. It's illegal aliens and those that support communism, all part of the Democrat Party. You don't see one person out there breaking the law that is a conservative. And you won't. You won't. How about this? They're bragging about fleeing from ICE vehicle. This is great. Again, they care so much about illegals. They just want to get some TikTok views. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. Now, this is what those Democrats that they just hate Trump. This is what they're doing. Again, I'll let you watch this and then we'll talk about it.
You are watching as Broadview police respond to a 911 call, claiming someone was tampering with a gate at the ICE detention facility there. Body camera footage obtained by the CBS investigators shows several Broadview police officers respond to an alleged Homeland Security threat. The gate in question is where ICE takes detained immigrants for processing.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up?
Not much.
How are you?
Good. We got a call of subjects trying to climb over the fence or something.
Not since we've been here.
But when police arrive, all they find is 2 people and a camera. Our CBS photographer filming the exterior of the building with a CBS security guard by his side.
Okay, and you guys didn't tamper with any of those?
No, man. The 911 call claiming someone was tampering with the gate came from an ICE agent. According to this incident report, an ICE agent called police for help.
But he can't go and try to force his way into that door.
Okay, so the guy in the
He
blue.
just says
No,
that
the
he
guy
was
in
just
the
recording.
camera.
Do you believe that was a false call?
I do.
Again, it was just our CBS photographer filming the exterior of the building.
In your mind, bogus. Yes. It's disturbing. It's ridiculous.
But that's what Democrats do, place false calls into the police department.
Broadview Police Chief Thomas Mills says this is just one of several questionable 911 calls his police department has received from ICE at this facility recently. This same detention
I just love that. I'm finding out. I fooled around and now I'm finding out.
Center has become the site of at least 3 other incidents involving federal agents who are accused of hitting people with cars, shooting projectiles, and using chemical agents on journalists, including a CBS reporter last.
Oh, man. So sad. So sad. Now they're saying they don't need National Guard. We've showed, I don't know how many numerous ICE officers, federal law enforcement partners were injured over the weekend, trying to do the job that is their constitutional duty that they swore an oath to do. If you're in this country illegally, you have no right to be here. You have a right to be arrested, detained, and deported. That's what your rights are. And you have J.B. Pritzker upset because he's suing. He filed a lawsuit this morning, but Illinois didn't want their National Guard deployed. So Governor Pritzker put this out there. And you gotta love it. This evening, President Trump is ordering 400 members of the Texas National Guard for deployment to Illinois, Oregon, and other locations within the United States. No officials from the federal government called me directly to discuss or coordinate this. Why would they? You don't want them. You are a sanctuary state. You are harboring illegals, criminal illegals, child rapists, drug traffickers, murderers. Why would anybody call you? I'm just wondering. This was from Greg Abbott, Governor Greg Abbott. I fully authorized the president to call up 400 members of the Texas National Guard to ensure safety for federal officials. You can either fully enforce protection for federal employees or get out of the way and let Texas Guard do it. No guard can match the training, skills, and expertise of the Texas National Guard. They defend our country with pride. America must know that Texas still has thousands of National Guard assisting with the border security. Now, those of you guys who have been watching for a while, we spent the last 4 years on the southern border. We've seen Texas National Guard in action. Many days. And they do have the training needed, probably better than any other National Guard to deal with these folks. And so I think it's going to be epic. And once again, this was this morning, breaking. Illinois sues Trump over the deployment of federal National Guard. And this is a complaint for emergency, declaratory, and injunctive relief. It says, the American people, regardless of where they reside, should not live under the threat of occupation by the United States military. That's how it starts out. But they can live, if you're in California, Oregon, Illinois, they can live with the threat of occupation by illegal aliens that are out murdering, trafficking fentanyl, all these other things, right? That's okay. I don't want the occupation of illegals in my country. That's why I voted for Trump. That's why a majority of Americans did. That's why 7 swing states, all 7 swing states. So if you're upset about this, you are in the severe minority. You are in the mom dommy party right now. And good for you. Good for you. And we got a comment on Twitch that says communist courts obstructing the will of the American people. Yes, lower level courts are trying to block this right now. That won't stand because that goes up to the Supreme Court, the supreme law of the land, where it's not a bunch of activists. How about this? This woman here. Armed woman rams vehicle into federal agents in Chicago. She was actually, that woman was in an intelligence reports for Border Patrol for doxing agents. They already knew who this woman was. And she rammed a federal vehicle and had a semi-automatic gun on her and was shot. She, from what I understand, and if I am wrong here a little bit, I'm seeing a couple different, seeing a little different stories, but I'm pretty sure we can confirm. Drove herself to the hospital, checked herself into the hospital, where she was then taken care of, probably with your tax dollars, because I'm sure she, I mean, if you're out ramming ICE agents, you're probably not working at a doctor's office. You might, if you're lucky, be a barista at Starbucks. And I'm not bashing barista at Starbucks. I'm just saying. And then now she's in federal custody. Take a look at this.
Arrested and charged. That sparked protests and clashes with federal agents who deployed tear gas. Documents say near Brighton Park Saturday, an agent fired at the driver of one of the attacking vehicles. Miramar Martinez was struck by one of at least 5 shots fired by the agent. The driver of another vehicle used in that same attack was also arrested and charged. That sparked protests and clashes with federal agents who deployed tear gas and used pepper balls to try to control the crowd. Possibly more alarming is that when calls went out that agents were being surrounded by protesters, a message went out from the Chicago Police Office of Emergency Management and Communication from the Chief of Patrol saying no units will respond to that. Multiple police sources have confirmed the authenticity of that message, and it's backed up by audio of the stand down order.
Send the cars in that direction. Have them stay put 2 or 3 blocks away, all right? Have them hold tight until I give you further direction, please.
And again, per the Chief of Patrol, we have all the units that per 999, Chief of Patrol said all units clear out from there. We're not sending anybody over to that location.
Think about that. I want you, we covered that on Saturday in our premium. I want you to think about that. Chicago police says clear out. We have federal agents under attack. We're not going to provide any assistance to them. Think about that for a second. The person that made that decision has been identified. There's a lot going on there. Probably not going to go over too well. The one thing, if you're a good officer and you uphold your oath to the Constitution, if your brother, no matter what badge he's wearing, it's just like our armed services. Just because if you're Air Force or Navy or, you know, our Marines, you're going to stand up for your brother, our sister, in harm's way. It's the kind of people we need. We don't need anybody else. If you're a coward and you're going to run and you're going to put these ICE agents' lives in jeopardy, maybe Chicago does need to defund their police department. Maybe we'll federalize it. Maybe we'll federalize Chicago so we don't have these issues. Just absolutely insane. Just absolutely insane. Listen to the rest of this.
All right, and 999, just to confirm, at 39th Place in Kedzie, they were saying that they were being surrounded by that large crowd, and they were requesting the police were not sending. I'm waving off all the cars heading to 39th Place in Kedzie.
Again, those are the orders we're being given.
Now, in an official release, Chicago police say they did, in fact, respond after the vehicle attack and the shooting, writing, CPD responded to the scene to document the incident. CPD officers were also on the scene to maintain safety and traffic.
They denied, and then that got out instantly. Within minutes of denying, it was viral on the internet, and then they send officers after they're being called out, because they knew how bad it was going to make them look, especially when it gets to the courts. Yeah, we don't need National Guard. We called Chicago PD and they refused to come. So why don't we need National Guard? They're just falling right into the hands of everything. Oregon filed an emergency lawsuit against Trump so he couldn't deploy the National Guard there. We're going to get into Portland here in a minute. And I guess the question is, Portland must be really safe. The police must have everything under control, keeping everything in order. Oh, it's not? Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. But listen to what this isn't gonna go over too well either. So if you're a conservative journalist in Oregon, they blame you. I'm not exaggerating. In their court filings, they blamed live streamers and conservatives that were out there documenting Antifa. I'm going to show you Andy No's article on this. It says, wow, in Oregon's emergency lawsuit to prevent the president from sending troops to protect federal property, a disturbing email from Portland Police Sergeant Andrew Braun, badge number 56961, was included. In it, Braun blames the victims of Antifa violence for their own assaults and attacks. Now, we covered last week Katie Davenport being hit with a flagpole, getting a pretty nice size shiner on her eye, while all she was doing was holding a camera. That's all they ever do. When we were attacked by Trans-Tifa here in Clovis 2 months ago, we were just driving. We were at a stoplight. So these people can't control their emotions. Many of them are mentally unstable. Many of them don't know which restrooms to use. I mean, you know the gist. These aren't normal, everyday, average working Americans out there. In it, it says Braun claims that journalist Katie Davenport, citizen journalist Honey Badger Mom, and conservative activist Ryan D. Amaker are somehow responsible for being attacked by protesters. He falsely labels Davenport and Shelley as counter protesters and accuses them of trespassing on federal property. In reality, these journalists stay near or on federal properties because when they're on public streets in Portland, the Portland police will not bother to investigate if they were assaulted or robbed. Sergeant Braun is essentially parroting Antifa talking points, which justify violence against those they deem unwelcome in public areas they lay claim to. Antifa regularly argues that anyone they label as an antagonizer, an example, press, is fair game for violent retaliation. This leadership mindset or policy helps explains why Portland police have systematically failed to protect conservatives from being beaten or robbed by Antifa and the violent far left over the years. That's crazy. Sergeant Andrew Braun of Portland Police. You guys, we cover what Katie Davenport does on a regular basis. She's out there holding the camera. And it's funny, she has permission to be on federal property as a journalist, just like CNN does, Fox News, anyone else. She was actually on top of the ICE facility for the last 2 days, giving folks overhead shots and views. I don't think protesters would necessarily be on top unless there was a siege and they have committed their insurrection. Just absolutely insane what we are seeing. Now you guys are gonna love this. I gotta take off this music really quick. Hold on, I put it up here. When you're arrested, they just wheel you in, guys. That is absolutely epic. I just love it. I just love it. The pictures coming out of Portland and other places. How about this? Another Democrat, that's all this person is, yelling at ICE officers. Watch this. And there's the full around, and then there's the find out. And for a long time, these Antifa and other violent left-wing activists got away with everything, anything that they could. And there'd be no punishment, no federal charges. Now they're starting to get federal charges. We're seeing some with 15 to 20 years that they're possibly going to do if convicted. And they're working really hard to get all that evidence to convict them. Take a look at this.
You guys don't belong here.
The guy in the black
Go back
hat
to the fucking South where you belong.
spits on law enforcement.
You are protecting the pedophiles. You are protecting the Get out of our city! Get out of our state! Get out of here, bitch! Get out of our state!
Spit right on that officer. And Trump said if they spit, have fun. You probably won't see him doing that again. Hey guys, don't forget, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you at the Oreo Express. Hit that like button, share this out. We appreciate everybody who does that. This is show number 1. We'll be doing our next show probably around 3 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Eastern. We still got more. We still got the whole Portland story to cover today, right now, actually. But we do have a raffle going on. If you see this beautiful Trump hat to trigger the little babies, especially in the YouTube chat, all those people that just can't handle it. If you want to trigger them, there's a way you can get this hat. We bought it. We got you guys one as too, so we could give one away as a raffle item. Has all the Trump features of a regular Trump hat. Check that out. And what you guys can do if you want to enter, we're going to do the raffle tomorrow. This isn't a week raffle. You don't have through the week. We're doing it tomorrow. So if you guys want to enter right now, every $10 donation that helps fund this, we are 100% viewer funded. Every $10 donation gets you one entry. So if you do $30, that's 3 entries. There's no limit to how many entries you can get. And again, it helps fund us. You can donate at Venmo at Oreo Josh, Cash App, $ Oreo Army. We also have givesendgo.com/Oreo 2024. And if you do mobile or online banking, or you do Zelle transfers, you can also do a Zelle transfer, and we will put you in that drawing. We're going to be doing the drawing live on the air during a live stream. Head to our website, theoreoexpress.com. Click the donate now button, and there is a link to Zelle. Our Zelle address is on there. Once again, want to say thank you. Good luck, and hopefully you guys like that. I think it's epic. Imagine this at night. I showed you guys that video on X that I put at the Fresno Fair that night. So let's take a listen. Antifa, the far left. They are anarchists. They don't believe in a court system. They don't believe in police. But last night, after dark, when a federal judge stated that Trump put a 14-day pause on Trump deploying the National Guard, the Oregon National Guard, to Oregon, they started celebrating. Remember when they were like, don't listen to your government, and we got into COVID, and they're like, wear a mask, wear a mask. They're just like bowing down to the CDC. Like they couldn't even talk because they had so much you-know-what in their mouth from the federal government. Take a listen to this.
California National Guard was coming here, and guess why? It's because of the only part of the Constitution that the right-wingers know. Those 27 words that are the only part they ever bother to learn. Well-regulated militia. Your state National Guard is your well-regulated militia, answerable to your duly elected governor. So Gavin Newsom can go fuck himself.
Yeah, I mean, just look at those white folks. Like 90% of Antifa, when we went undercover back in like 2019, 2018, to a little Antifa wearing black bloc, 90%, even BLM, when we were in BLM in Sacramento, 90% were white folks. These, and I hate to say it, but they either have alcohol fetal syndrome, they're somewhere on the spectrum. It's very unfortunate. But I mean, just take a look at them. They don't even look normal. They don't look like people when you go do business anywhere. You don't see people on the other side of the counter that look like that. It's just disgusting. But that's them celebrating a federal court ruling. How about this? Tommy, who got in that fight the other day and was arrested for defending himself after he was kicked. Take a listen to some of this stuff that was going on in the streets last night. This is from Frontlines from Turning Point USA.
Don't touch me, bitch.
Somebody's drink.
Don't touch me, bitch. Don't touch me, you little Looney Tunes. You little Looney Tunes. You a little bitch.
Sorry, brother.
Nothing is going off there.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, I tell you, my buddy who was black, when he seen white people acting like that, he would always say, "Act your color, act your color." I used to love it. There's another video of her I won't show you, but it's just wow. Parents must be really proud. What's this one here? This is the little micro midget Antifa that's out there. He ended up getting arrested last night. I think we have that as well. Take a look.
Keep your hands off me! You a fucking coward!
I got it.
You a fucking coward! I didn't touch her. You guys are tripping here. Keep your hands off me! Keep your hands off me!
Oh man, let's see if the next one is him getting arrested. Let's see.
I guarantee most.
This is that says new Portland police arrested a notorious Antifa militant who calls himself Gent. He is accused of bumping and spitting on MAGA patriot Thomas Allen, who's been here supporting ICE agents.
I guarantee most of these cops. Oh my God! Look at them.
Oh, my
That's
back.
what you get.
My neck.
That's what you get.
That's acting.
That's totally acting.
That's acting? Okay, this Portland police officer says it's acting.
And he came running up only when the cops went by and got in my face and was bumping my belly and spit.
He made contact with you?
He made contact with me.
And he spit at you?
Well, no, he was yelling and it spit in my face and it was disgusting as hell.
Okay, so it was like the spittle. Got it.
Yeah,
And now he's on the ground right now in handcuffs.
Oh my God, hurry up, hurry up, give me up.
Oh, stay on that side for me.
Yes, sir.
What happened? I don't know.
Thank you guys.
You saw?
No, he assaulted me.
Just stay over here for me.
Stay off the stairs, please.
Didn't touch you.
Bubba's gonna have fun with a little mini me tonight, huh?
Please, you're a pussy.
You know what?
White bullshit.
I got it on
Why is somebody white people pussy, honestly? He even touched you.
Hey, you know what? I want to report it quick. I went to jail check me earlier. I got it on camera.
Defenders of justice here. Defenders of justice. I hope you're proud.
Give me an ambulance.
You proud, boys?
We're holding a camera.
Huh?
Oh, he's a blue line bitch.
You proud of yourself? You feel fucking good about this?
I'm still stressed with you.
I'm definitely
This comes from. It didn't even touch you, homie. Everybody saw it. For show support. Shut the fuck up, homie. Welcome to where we came from.
Again, that video was from Frontlines. Just absolutely epic. And then here's I don't know, we got to give her a white name. She doesn't know she's white, but take a listen to this. She arguing with a black man. I just love this. I love when white women tell black men about racism and everything else. Just typical white liberal.
Let's be facts though. You used to be a slave. Oh my
gosh. You used to be a slave. He might have been until he left the Democrat plantation.
I cannot believe she said that.
I was a slave in prison, but I'm not a slave.
I've been to prison too.
Then you were a slave.
I did 5 years.
Oh my God, you're hardcore.
I beat 2 federal cases for bank robbery and gun.
Cookie?
No, good. That shit suck my dick. They can't get me. I'm a smooth criminal with my shit.
But yeah, no. There's a way there's a process. Everyone has that process. That's the black girl. So okay, so
this one?
Yeah.
She thinks she's black.
Yeah, I'm just raised by niggas.
You're the black girl that I see. I know what that means.
I am I don't even know what to say.
I should have had this on video.
I'm on live. So.
No, you want it on video. I said, let her to record it. Come on.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've got it in my mind. He was cool. He was cool. Don't get me wrong. I don't vote for shit because I don't vote. So yeah, I wasn't. I agree and disagree with both sides.
I don't vote, but I'm out here protesting. But I don't vote. Oh, just absolutely incredible. Last night, Nick Sortor was assaulted again from walking down a sidewalk. You guys know that in liberal areas, we've seen it with BLM in D.C. when we were down there in 2020 where they had BLM Plaza and only BLM could be in front of the White House. Take a look at this right here. He walks through the event. He was assaulted. His flag was stolen. Take a listen. Once again.
Been assaulted here, and we're live, right? We got it? Okay. So now you're gonna get assaulted. You're gonna be pushed. You're gonna be. Don't do that. Where'd it go? I don't know, man. I got you.
Back up! Get out of the way!
I know. I had to. Hey, I've been neutral. I had to pick this up because it got. Yes, I have. I had to pick this up. Yes, I did. I got as much as I could. I didn't see it, and I was asking people what happened. I almost had somebody hold the camera until I saw there was medics there to help him. Hey, there's an ambulance coming in. Get out of the middle of the street.
The fascists stopping people. So if you look at that video right there, Antifa was getting violent. They were going after Nick. They started coming out after other patriots, and Tommy connected with a right hook again to one of the violent Transtifa. He's the one on the ground. Well, they arrested Tommy. Let me pull this up right here. That one was for some reason that let's see. I'll play that again. I just had to close it out because that one was hanging open on the computer. This it? Oh, wrong one. Give me 1 second. So watch this again.
We're live, right? We got it? Okay. So now you're gonna get assaulted. You're gonna be pushed. You're gonna be. Don't do that. Where'd it go?
That's the
I don't know, man. I got
I thought that was great. I love the screaming. So Tommy was arrested last night. Of course, all those people that assaulted Nick, I didn't see any arrests for them. When Tommy got out of jail, this is what they did to his vehicle.
This
if
is
you
what
guys
they do.
haven't seen this.
I fucking knew this was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. It's a piece of shit car, but it's still.
How many times has that happened to us here at the Oreo Army?
They did to my car while I was in jail. They came out here and broke all my windows, broke my mirrors, broke my lights. This is what they do. This is what they do. I fucking knew this was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. It's a piece of shit car, but it's still my car. It's how I get to work. Swear to God, these people are fucking scum of the earth.
Absolute scum of the earth. Lock them up, throw away the key. They do nothing productive for society. They never will. They are a waste of space, a waste of skin, and a waste of oxygen. And that's how I truly feel about them. Let's see. We already did where they attacked Nick, and let's see. This person here is calling Matt Tardio, calling all patriots today, October 6th, after Nick Sortor's arraignment, which is at 2 p.m. today, for him being assaulted. He's being arraigned for being assaulted a few days ago. At the PDX Justice Center, we are claiming our own medic tents because that's what Antifa gets away with, blocking the sidewalk, making this nasty ass place. It's just full of cockroach and scum. And I'm not even talking about actual cockroaches. I'm talking about them. And he says Antifa isn't allowed to walk through them because that's what Portland PD says, that patriots can't go through a public sidewalk where Antifa is, the protections they get. And he put, that is the standard police have set. We shall see if the law is equally enforced. And as I covered earlier, this was Nick's post from last night. It says, tomorrow at 2 p.m., I will be arraigned in Portland for disorderly conduct 2. I will not take a plea deal of any kind because I did nothing wrong. I will fight this until the end and expose Portland police in the process. This is the altercation that I am supposedly being charged for. An altercation where I was clearly the victim, asked my assailant multiple times to leave me alone, and gave multiple warnings before I was punched and pushed into a hole. My assailant was not arrested. We have identified the person and will be making a post later. Take a look at this. This is why he got charged for being assaulted.
Fuck out of here, white guy. I'm walking down the street. You ain't going nowhere. Get out of here. I'll fuck your ass up. I will fuck your ass up, punk. Get out of here. Get out of here now. You're gonna get fucking pissed. Don't fucking touch me. Get it, bitch.
Asshole. You all right? Okay.
Nice rainbow color.
I
like your rainbow.
And as we know, the Department of Justice is already involved. Attorney General Pam Bondi. Again, they didn't arrest the person that assaulted Nick. They arrested Nick for being assaulted. This is going to backfire pretty heavily on Portland and Portland police. Let me see if there's anything else up here that I'm forgetting that was part of the show. Come on. These are all the stations set up for Portland ICE protesters on a public sidewalk. Take a look at this. Look at all those cases of water, everything they need. Look at all that. Look at all that. That's okay. And again, there would be no need for a federal response or National Guard if Portland PD just did the job. If these people tried to do this in my town, they would be arrested. They wouldn't be able to block stuff. They could, you want to exercise your First Amendment right, you can do it on a sidewalk. You cannot block people. You can do it freely. That's what the First Amendment entails. You don't get to block people, stop people's travel, violate people's civil rights. And that's what Portland police have done. That's what Portland police have done, is allow that to continue going on. And it's just, it's beyond disgusting. Let me see if we're missing anything else. Let's see. We got some stuff for the next show. So yeah, we went over quite a bit of stuff that's coming up. This is going to be good too. We're going to be covering more of the shutdown stuff. So again, hey guys, don't forget, tomorrow is the raffle for the beautiful hat. Not the one I'm wearing. I get to wear this everywhere I go, but this one right here these are just pretty epic. Let me show you something. I haven't turned this one on, so let me take the instructions out. Let's turn this on right here. Testing. See, it goes to your voice. Then you can do, like I have it on mine. Then you could do that. You can do it completely on. And the fade. Testing. Testing. Join my raffle. Turn that off. Put the instructions back in there. This could be yours, guys. I thought it was epic. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So we're going to be doing that raffle tomorrow. If you guys want to get in now. Every $10 donation gets you 1 entry. $30 gets you 3 entries. So on and so forth. If you guys want to join in, we have our links. 2 of our links up on the bottom. We got Venmo at Oreo Josh. We got givesendgo.com/Oreo2024. And our Cash App is $Oreo Army. And if you do mobile or online banking, our Zelle link's going to be coming on right now as we exit the show. So once again, jump in. Christmas is coming up. Get it for somebody for Christmas present. Want to say thank you to everybody. I know it's pretty bad. We will see you this afternoon. We'll start working on the show right when we hit end. So want to say thank you to everybody. And let's see, and old Uncle Bill for buying some memberships for some folks, for gifting out some memberships, and Jan Garner and Darla Miller for the $10 Rumble Rants. Both of you are entered one time into the raffle. So we will see you guys soon. Here comes your donation links if you want to enter. God bless.
Well, hop aboard the Oreo Express, where truth don't hide and we don't second guess. Unapologetic, we're bold and we're loud, shining light on the left shady crowd. Oreo Express, rolling down the track, exposing the lies, ain't no turning back. Conservative fire, we're speaking the truth. Oreo Express, this one's for you. So grab your boots, let's take a stand for freedom, faith, and the heart of this land. Oreo Express, let's roll, let's go. So grab your boots, let's take a stand for freedom, faith, and the heart.